The battle ends as abruptly as it began, and that disconcerting quiet falls again. This is a poor place to loiter, Valgard remarks, cleaning ash from his weapon. He looked at Juno for some guidance. That wasn't just chance. Maybe all your shouting had something to do with it. No, this was organized, strategic, a little too familiar. Listen, Head Witch, if you're expecting us to play along, you better start explaining. We go to Ridgehorn. There, we'll find a secret path, a shortcut to our destination. Which is the place where the darkness began. How about a little more? Hold up, are you guys expecting anyone? You all see it off on the horizon. An imposing figure cloaked in white leads a legion of the warped. Can't be. Bolverk? He was left buried beneath the rubble in Manahar. You did what? Death is less certain than it used to be. How did things get this bad? Where are the other Valka? Ivan and I went to Manahar. Bolverk came for us, went there with a vengeance, destroying any chance we had of cooperating with the other Valka. From where I stood, it looked more like Ivan completely lost his mind. Juno looks away and returns to her point. Every day the darkness draws closer to Arborang. I fear they have no defense against it. Then what are we doing standing here? Ridgehorn's several days away. In good conditions, maybe. I can safely say these are not. If that really is Bolverk, if it is, let him chase us. It'll keep him away from Arborang. They've got enough problems as it is. Alas, the sea is still deep and wide. Are we changing characters again? Oh, that was quick. Huh. Very brief look at Ivor. Hey, we're here. And then they're like, oh no, attacks. The end. That's a lot of dredge. It'd be real good news to find out that we can all just cooperate and get along and continue the trends established in the previous game, because that's fighting a dredge army is not great news for us when we gotta deal with the other problems like the society ending and all that. All right, so that was a really quick look with Ivor. I feel like a bunch of stuff happened with Alette already, and with Ivor they were like, by the way, everyone's alive. We mind controlled the ravens, met a few new people, mind control wore off. Ta-da! Surprisingly brief. I get the feeling that Ivor's story might be kind of brief in general, though. They're probably gonna have, because they're probably gonna be the equivalent of Frodo and Sam. They have to go to Sauron's Eye and take it out, and in order to stop the whole thing from happening. And I always kind of felt like, yeah, like if I'm trying to remember Lord of the Rings in general, and yeah, like I think there was just way more story going on outside of Frodo and Sam, and Frodo and Sam are mostly just walking there. And there's a lot of interpersonal drama that's decent and cool and everything. Like that's all good stuff and everything, but it's like way less of the movies, if I remember correctly. And I think that this particular episode of Banner Saga might mirror that a little bit, where that's gonna that Ivor's group is Frodo and Sam basically. And our group is the people trying to weather the remains and, you know, survive in this world until the problem goes away. Which, as I'm saying all this and looking at the scenario, and even, like, the walled city that's probably going to be besieged and so on, like Minas Tirith, it's actually very easy to see a lot of comparisons to make with Lord of the Rings. All the way down to the supposedly evil army, although I think the subversion here is going to be that, like, the dredge aren't inherently evil, and we might even be able to work with them, because that's what we were setting up in the previous game, whereas you couldn't really change the minds of the orcs. Maybe the dredge will become the equivalent of our ghost army instead. As we fight these warped guys from inside the monstrosity barrier zone. This won't end peacefully, Petra says, looking out at the dredge as they squirm, trapped beneath the outer walls of Arborang in the darkness. A beast cornered is when they're most dangerous. Are we much better off? You wonder aloud. Petra shakes his head. Not really. There's still bad blood about the refugee situation, and it's more than it seems. Speaking of which, he adds, Ruga's talking. I think it's time you took a crack at him. Not without me, Oddleaf says. Even chained to a wall, that man is a threat. And our best hope for maintaining order in this king's safety, Petrus adds. We need that antidote. Go with luck. There's no close quote for this quote. Huh, that threw me for a second. There's asshole McFace, Ington. That was terrible. That made even less sense than that normally makes. Oh, those are all the dredge out there, isn't it? I think so. Those aren't just bushes, are they? I think those are the dredge. I do love the sheer amount of detail. Like, I always want to just look around for a little bit at some of these landscapes. I would not be against, like, getting a print of one of these landscapes just to have. Like, put that up on a wall. Some of these are really nice to look at. Oh, what's that down there? Look at that giant, cool-looking tree. I wonder if we're going to visit that specific location at some point, because it seems like a bit of a landmark. Alright, so we can rest, we can look at our heroes, we've kind of already done all that, so... Padoing. Let's talk to the guy that I'd like to kill. Ruga's appearance reminds you of a well-used practice dummy. Still, he smiles as you enter the cell alongside Oddleaf. You look pleased with yourself, considering you failed. Why shouldn't I be? What was it the king said? I'd never set foot in Arborang. Now look at me. Is there anything safe? Is there anywhere safer in the world? Are you really gonna pretend this was all part of your master plan? Oh, you thought I only had one desperate scheme. Now I understand the confusion. Look, it's obvious why they trotted you in here. Save the king from Ruga's nasty poison trick. Curious that the menders can't do it. But before we talk business, do you play Taffel? Is this going to turn into some trite metaphor? Probably. Not the one you're thinking of, though. The secret to Skaktaffel is that pawns and kings are just details. It's about being able to see further ahead than your opponent. You know that sinking feeling when you're looking at the table and the game's not over yet? But you know it's over. You've got to just sit there and keep playing. Have you gotten used to it yet? Oh, son of a bitch. Tough words from someone rotting in a prison cell. Think harder. While I wait safely in this cell, my loyalists gather strength and numbers. They're preparing. Meinolf's life is mine to save. If I let him die, his support crumbles. His control of Arborang is over. And if he martyrs me, my men run snarling through the streets, wolves amongst your sheep. Who will prevail? I think you'll find us far from sheep. The truth is that not everyone wants to be swaddled and told everything will be fine. My people are not willing to put their lives in the hands of a weak king trying to make sure we all die equally, fairly. See, to them, you're not just wrong. You're the enemy of freedom, the freedom to make our own decisions. Believe this, everything you throw at me will come back to you twice as hard. Is that a threat? Looking at things backward as usual, Oddleaf. It can work for you, if you'll just be reasonable. What are you prepared to do for me? You only do this to take advantage of scared people. The truth doesn't wash blood from the streets. The whole room suddenly shudders. Screams pierce. even the thick walls of the cell, and Oddleaf lifts herself up to look out the small prison window. Alette, we need to go now. It's the walls. It's... Oh boy. Am I imagining it, or is there more animation in this game than there was last time, or the time before, or just in general? I feel like there's significantly more animation, period. Am I still happy with this group? Man, alright, I gotta get back to... I gotta get used to switching rapidly between the two again. Assault, weren't you cool? Malice. That's just the aggro skill. It's just, oh, bring the pain. Yeah, it's just a bonus break damage that also makes it so you'll, yeah, attack people back. He has a passive return the favor? He has 19 armor. But does Mogre have that? He also has, yeah, he also has return the favor. Malice and... yeah, they're pretty much the same character, actually. I need to get Mogre to get some kills. Hakon has points to spend. Heroic title available. Do you not have one already? Yeah, the Foolish. I maxed it out already. What are you talking about, game? They just forgot I already had it, I guess? I went all in on that shit. He's got a terrifying crit chance now. And Alette? Can't upgrade that. Don't have the points. I think it's just saying that they can level up. Okay, so I think we're largely set. I'm gonna remind myself what this guy does real quick. Bloody Flail, run through, reinforcements. Yeah. Best thing about him is he summons a whole extra character, so I'm really interested in seeing how good he is in combat. Because between Eric and Petrus, that's 2 summons. That's just a whole lot more health pool on my side. Admittedly, it means everyone has to wait longer before their turns happen, which is not the best necessarily, but just being able to soak up a bunch of damage is it's a good time for me. Everyone's got items equipped. Let's just go for it. I do at times while playing this game miss the traditional CRPG. I've got a party of like 5 characters or whatever, and I get real familiar with using them. I have so many characters to keep track of. Push them back. So yeah, we're not negotiating with the dredge so far. There's too many. Hi. So this is gonna be wave-based combat, isn't it? Hey, look at that little nightmare. The creeping skulker. I remember these guys, kinda. They're the ones that turn invisible. Yeah, shit. Oh. And they had the thing where, yeah, when they come back, all the nearby enemies also attack. Not great news for me. Look at some health values. 22 strength. Fuck. He's just a scourge. But he's a tough one. Chanter. Both good people to take out quickly if I can. Alright. A little scary. Let's center Hakon as best I can. I just want to get all in on there. Send these guys in to quickly attack you, I think. We'll see how this goes. We can technically attack you there. Not for a ton. Oh, that's a let though. Right. One of my main concerns is their attack range. Here. You can't attack there. but he can. Oh, that's their movement range. Right. They can still attack more than that. Try going right here and set up Overwatch. They should be on their way in. Get those summons started. Ah, had a bit more range than I thought he would, huh? You gonna turn invisible right now? There we go. That's a good start. What's left of that guy? Not a lot, actually. Good to know. So pin stops people. Poison tip does damage over time. Poison tip's good when they have a lot of armor, but I can just straight up attack some of these guys. So I will. Damn. They're just down right off the spot. Right off the start. Okay. They were more willing to divert themselves than I originally planned. They did not go for hack on at all. There's not a lot I can do here. Can't reach them yet, so I'll just crush this guy, I guess. I don't want to crush him entirely, though. Yeah, you can only attack one tile, unlike the other guy. You don't have any long-range attacks either. You really have to be able to reach them, which is the problem of my current limitation. Thankfully, my bear is a good distraction at the moment, and I'll take full advantage of that if I can. Oh, I kind of didn't want to crit that time. That's the problem with making a character so strong, though, is they're going to crit, basically. Bonus, dude. That bear's just dead. Well. I want you alive, because you're weak. And these other guys aren't super weak, actually. Your movement's pretty restricted at the moment, so if I get in the way... Make it a little harder to get around. Stonewall. Not my biggest priority. Let's just go in. Chop away at some of that armor. There we go. Nice. Yes, please take out the character that's not real, basically. Fantastic. There we go. Someone's gonna ruin him soon. Yes, they're all focus firing my summons. This is so effective. Can I summon my bear again? Nope. Only once per round. There's not a lot of desperate need for rally right now, because no one's really using their energy yet anyway. I could go in on attack there, but I'm kind of risking myself. There we go. Down to 1. It's a ticking clock there on how much of him will be left soon. 10 damage, really. Not bad. Hakon's gonna probably go in through here and spin on them, though, so let's Do I even need to move right now? No. Let's reduce that strength value significantly. Oh, he's moving. No, not that guy. He was my favorite. Who was that? I would like you to attack me next if you actually get another turn. Let's make sure Mogre takes the hit. Oh boy, do I have news for you guys. Tempest. 2 adjacent enemies clockwise. So 1 star. There we go. Just had to get him in range. Yeah. I should have not pushed as hard. I mean, my party's doing fine, so I'm not that worried right now. But, going heavy in with the bear and everything like that just made it so that they went and aggroed on the other dudes. I'm like, oh shit, no, come back. I want to fight you. It's Petrus's turn right now? Okay. Petrus can't even, like, reach anything. Because he had to walk in a circle around Eric. He's totally trapped. Alright. And he also can't summon a guard twice in 1 round. Bloody Flail has a range of garbage. I mean, now everyone's just kind of running towards this person to try to punch them. Toing. Respite. Another round, huh? Well, this is a pretty good crew, so we're not doing super bad right now. I imagine the characters have already used abilities lose them now, right? Let's do I click fight now or what? So I can freely rearrange these characters right now. But you're invisible, so there's no real reason to put you back, is there? So the people that have used their abilities, they're gone already, right? I don't know, how do I remove a character? Let's see. There we go. Just drag him right over. So, Eric's already used his summon. I could bring in Oddleaf. Irsa, just bring in my archer crew real quick to get some kills potentially. And hide out behind my big tank characters. Oh god, Oddleaf's all the way up there. No. Bad call. Might be worth a moment here. Maybe I'll get Mogre some kills. Let's try it. Reinforcements. Red triangles show from which sides the combat the enemies will appear. Refresh your party with heroes from your roster, then assemble them on the combat board. There's still so after you click fight, you still get the chance to continue setting up. Good to know. Just kind of wondering about turn order a little bit. So maybe not go all in. I'm gonna bring in Fasolt. He's a fun one to have around. We'll see how this goes. Loading. Alright. No time for rest yet. +2 willpower. Okay. Oh no, that's not what I want. Shit. My bad. Point. Okay, that's the defense heavy one. +3 armor damage to dredge causes 1 armor damage to chain to all adjacent dredge. Right, that's the universal split thing that the dredge have, is if you do heavy armor damage to them, it does armor damage to all the other dredge nearby. Shield slam knocks people back. Stone singer's back. A desperate grunt. Alright, not the most climactic group of enemies. Well, there goes half of his armor. I can do some serious damage to that guy, so I think I will. I'll stop at 9. I don't want to give their stronger characters too many turns. Hey, buddy. Guess who's your new neighbor? It's me! Yeah, that's the big bad for me to worry about. Or Hakon could just go right in. Oh boy, not a good chance of dealing major damage there. We need some armor break working on. But this guy will die like instantly. %100% chance to hit. Strength damage +1, 1 break to target, 2 strength, see, 1 strength, 2 break added to heavy impact. Oh, crit makes, oh yeah, he's down to 11 strength, making him less effective against my current armor stat at least. That's something to go on. I need to punch a hole in his armor, though. Is he gonna go next? Fasolt will go before him, so I can run in here without worrying about him actually reaching me. Let's dent that armor. Hey! Okay, that's actually some damage on my defense character. And Fasolt can't reach him. Shit. I can attract him with my heavy... Okay. He won't be able to get through Fasolt's armor. So I'll force him to fight me. Because he has 11 strength and Fasolt has 19 armor. Yeah. He can't do shit. Good. That's good news for me. Go away. Don't need you double teaming Mogre. Okay, Mogre's in trouble. Mogre needs a mulligan right about now. That's the edge of the map right there, so this guy can't get past them, so I could freely run over and just engage this in combat with this guy if I want to. Might need to do poison tipped. How strong is my poison? Strength with poison, yeah, plus poison over time. Or I could use willpower to do more direct damage. I'm going in there mostly to be a meat shield. Oh, or I'll just crit it right now. That's cool. Alright, well now Mogre's definitely not getting a kill this round. It's hard to get a kill as him. He's just not that strong, but his armor usually makes up for it. Let's see. You're at 15 out of 13. That's damn. You're normally 19-13. This guy's normally 18-14. So Mogre's actually more offensive than Fasolt by default. I kind of thought the opposite was true. Probably because this guy has a hilariously offensive looking weapon. That definitely helps. I should let somebody else get the kill. There we go. Kill for renown. Quick kill for Oddleaf. Do I go for another round? I could sub in some of the people that are in worse shape. Mogre's in deep shit right now. Oop, that's Basalt. You're in good shape. You have 5. That's not great. I could bring in Gris. I've not used him for a while. Just another fun tanky shield character to send in. And Alette having 5 strength is kind of a mess. I should use somebody that is full health at least, because somebody with 5 strength can just go down like right now. I haven't used a spearman for a while. Nid's pretty good at 10-8. Are you poisoned right now? They seem to be poisoned, so I might want to sub them out. They're doing alright for now, though, and it's like, what, 1 damage per turn? Might not be that severe. Let's try it out. So how many rounds go in before the boss comes in? They are smaller waves. The dredge dire guard. Sentinel. When a stone singer is hit, all gloom wardens focus on its attacker for a round. What's a gloom warden? You're not a gloom warden, are you? You're a dire guard. You're not a stone singer either. It's weird this thing talks about a stone singer and a gloom warden, but this character's called a dredge dire guard. That's not very helpful terminology. That's a slinger. That's a stone singer chanter. So they must be talking about that guy. And I guess I'm just gonna assume he's a gloom warden because, you know, he says he has the ability in the first place. Drumfire. Shockwave does armor damage. Okay. So he has an AoE. I'm gonna want to focus him down, otherwise there's just these 2 dudes, and it's actually just a small group of enemies. Might just send you in first. Get that started. Wow, I underestimated how far they'd be able to reach on their first turn. And Hakon being first is not great either. He can't actually reach. I underestimate the archers being in range. I need to just move the archers back further at the beginning, because them taking 1 bad hit just makes them so much less useful for the rest of the fight. That's like them 3 strength is not good. Damn. I want to attack Hakon. Oh, you're out of... Oh. There we go. You just need more willpower. And we had 1 more to spend. Now yours is too low. Haha. There's so many corpses on the field right now. Only 2 of them are mine though, and it's the 2 that are summons, so it's like they're not even real people. Because they're basically not real people. I don't know, it's weird. It's a weird scenario. I'll admit that. Hey, you. Try mostly dying, please. There we go. Right, these guys have the ability where they automatically run away if you hit them, right? Yep, back off. Run several tiles away when from an attacker when hit. There we go. The whole enemy's looking weaker now. 3, 5, and 10. Oop. Uh-oh. You're weakening. Okay, that's bad for me with the strength guy, which is next. Yeah. Not in attack range. I have to go that far in to get into attack range. %30 chance is not great. Alright. Let's go for more armor damage. Which spreads. Come on. There we go. Just trying to chip away at that damage value. There we go. I can't use willpower abilities because there's no more willpower on this character or the team. So all damage it is. Ooh. Ooh. 1, 1, 4. Y'all are in trouble. That would have been the perfect whirlwind. All three of them were in range at the same time. Ooh. Wait, we got an item? We got his item. Was he the boss? I think he was supposed to be the boss fight. Yeah, Gris is gonna get a kill. You know, Gris, my favorite. That was victory. Okay, so that guy was what they counted as being a boss fight. So I got his bottle. I did notice when I was looking at him that he had an item on him. I didn't really think about it that directly though. But yeah, that's what you get for... That was my reward. That's the big thing. You get one item, and just the kill itself gives us a whole bunch of good old-fashioned renown to add to the pile. You pull back from the breach in the wall as clansmen and guards rush to hold it.